Ladies and gentlemen of the world, it is time for your boy, Hot Pursuit. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is 2026. 2026. That's right. That's right. Looking forward to 2026. I would say 2025 was a wild ride. Let's just say that. But I did a bunch of cool things. I got to play a show with my mentor. Shout out Paul Oakenfold, Perfecto Records. What's up? Finally got to play a show with him out in Costa Mesa at a club called Time Nightclub. Super cool venue. Really good for capturing video, photos. It's one of those big ceiling, really cool clubs. It just has a cool look to it. What else? What else? Yeah, working with new collectives this year. People that I haven't worked with yet, especially in the LA scene. They have a bunch of collectives out there, and they're all crushing it. One of them kind of took a break that I was working for, but I think it's much needed. I believe they'll be back periodically, or maybe just kind of take a year off. What else? LA scene is thriving. If you guys haven't been to it, there's these underground raves, I would like to call them, and it is amazing. It's an amazing scene. It's kind of it's the closest thing that you can get to a rave without being at a rave, and that's only way I could really explain it. I would say top 3 afters in LA right now for me have to be 1, Check Me Out, 2, Code Red, and 3, any event after midnight is throwing. Those got to be my top 3 for the afters. But that might be a little biased because I played for all 3. But hey, I played for all 3 because they're great. They're great, and they throw really cool parties. Yeah, so last year I really didn't work on a bunch of music, unfortunately. I took up a few other passion projects that really kind of took up my time, but I was more so also last year developing my sound and kind of where I wanted to take it, because I definitely feel like I was feeling a bit lost. And that takes years. It takes years and years and years to kind of develop your sound and really trust yourself. I would say more than anything. You really have to trust yourself, and let's listen to yourself. Some people can't even decide on what kind of music to make genre-wise. And, I hear people, they're making house, and then they make dubstep, and then they're making drum and bass. All of it. So I would say that that really takes years and years and years to figure out. But once you do figure it out, it's kind of it is very much a blessing. Very much a blessing because, yeah, that doesn't come to you right away. It's a lot of trial and error, tinkering with sounds, and ultimately you just have to listen to yourself, trust your gut, and make the music that you like the most. Let's just be real, because you're going to have the most fun with it. So what I also plan to do as well, 2026, we're going to try and bring in a lot of artists. Yeah, a lot of DJs, producers, singers, rappers, all of it. I think the plan is to cook up some music, cook up some ideas. Could be a future collaboration. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But other than that, just more of like a hangout. This industry is super cool. I always like to get to know the DJ, get to know the guy that behind the music. Um, and yeah, just kind of hanging out, hanging out, talking about all the stuff that we love in this EDM world. And yeah, so it should be um, getting some guests here soon in the next few weeks, and hopefully we'll be cooking up some fun stuff for you guys to watch. Um, what else? What else? Let's talk about. Hold on. With my Olipop. I actually stopped drinking soda for many years, and Olipop actually kind of got me back into it because it's the little healthier way to go about drinking soda. All right, let's talk about last year. 2025. Let me see. How about some breakthrough artists for me? I was really, really, really into Odd Mob. Odd Mob. I just love his swag. He just doesn't care, man. He's always making some club friendly tracks, and he has been for years, and he really dialed into his sound, I feel like, and was just releasing hit after hit after hit. And yeah, he just released a ton of great music. Sammy Verji. I just barely got into Sammy Verji. That guy's fun, man. I saw him at Coachella during the day. Sun was out. He blew me away. I mean, the crowd was just like a wave of people just jumping and like hype at like 4 p.m. It was it could have been a little later, but midday. He had everyone jumping. And I don't know who else for me was really crushing it. Hey, Anima had a great year as well with his shows at the Sphere. That was really cool. We got to give him his flowers for those shows in Las Vegas. If you haven't seen a electronic show at the Sphere yet, I recommend it. 10 out of 10. Blew my mind. It was the craziest visual experience I have ever seen in my life, and I would go back. And then he was grabbing all the really cool openers as well. He, when I went the first time, I believe it was, who was it? I can't remember his name. They call him the Synth God, though. He's really good on the synthesizer. He's done a few tracks with Mal P. And he had him open, and then he started getting guys like Mal P and John Summit. I think I was a day off from seeing John Summit. Ended up seeing Mal P, which I love me some Mal P. I love his vibe. He's super cool. He's fun to watch live. I've seen him a few times now. What else? What else is going on? Beyond Wonderland. That's coming up very soon. Here in San Bernardino. That's a big rave that is coming up here for a lot of the EDM community and EDM fans around here in California. Looking forward to that one. I did want to go to EDC Thailand, but really just didn't have the time. I believe that's like a 10-hour flight, and yeah, just January comes up so quick, so I didn't really plan for it. Eventually, though, last year went to EDC Mexico. Super fun experience. Huge language barrier. but still fun. Still fun. Great people. And that one was actually, EDC Mexico was actually kind of family friendly. I saw like some people like with strollers, and there were like kids, but they obviously had to be supervised. I don't really know the rules and regulations with that. But it seemed like it was open to, yeah, if you had the chaperone, you were able to bring your kids to the festival. As the first time I've ever been to EDC Mexico, there were some complications with my credentials, but we figured it out, and it was still a really good time. But somehow I talked my way, and I speak a little bit of Spanish. I know enough words to order some food and some beers. But that's it. That's it. Other than that, yeah. And I was going back to, like I said, I don't speak Spanish, but I did. I managed to talk my way backstage somehow. Since I'm on the Perfecto label and I have emails with Paul Oakenfold, I was able to convince a nice gentleman to let me backstage and go grab the proper credentials. And yeah, it all worked out. It all worked out. And I was able to get back there. Paul was back there. Super awesome to see him. When I got to his trailer, I don't know where he went, but he went off somewhere. And he came back. He said, "Here's bands for you and your buddy, mate. Go grab them and let's have a good time." So, yeah. EDC Mexico is fun. What else happened last year? Any other new events? Dream State. Dream State was actually really good. Tiesto came back. Tiesto came back to the trance world. I guess he's going to start releasing some trance again, which is pretty cool. It's been a long time. And it's funny, I remember the story of why he even left the trance community to begin with was because of, like, the people. I think, like, the house guys were, like, more open to, like, help each other out. And they were kind of, like, cheering each other on, which, this is kind of what he said, which the trans community was kind of like, I don't know, they didn't really do that. They were more to themselves, I guess. And, he realized that making house music was just like a lot more fun. So that's kind of like why he made the transition. It was just like fun for him. And he liked how everyone was kind of cheering each other on, and, it really resonated with him. And he's been making house since. And I believe might be putting that on the back burner for a little bit. But we'll see. I don't know what he's going to do with that trance project. But amazing set at Dream State. Really cool to see Tiesto, which was, oh my God. I can't even believe, when I was showing up to the festival, this one DJ had to been pulling like, what's the song? What's his famous song? Which is Tiesto's favorite song? Hold on. Dario on Strings, right? When I was pulling up to the festival, there was a DJ playing a Dario on Strings. I don't know who the fuck booked that guy, but the disrespect, man. Oh man, he can't be playing that absolute banger at 9:00. I mean, come on, man. Tiesto was the headliner. You gotta save those tracks for him, man. Huge no. I don't know who that DJ was. I don't know how he got that gig, but wow. Let me see. What else? Next time I'll be streaming will be in a little bit of a different setting. But yeah, the plan is to consistently do these streams, get some artists in here, cook up some music, have some fun, talk about the backstories of these DJs, what they're up to, what you can look forward to, and just kind of hanging out, having some fun and some laughs. And I guess one last thing, I started a DJ collective last year. That was kind of not in the cards. It kind of just happened. But yeah, Redline Records. That's right. It was born 2025. The goal is to eventually turn it into a record label. But for now, we are just throwing parties and growing the brand. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That was not on my bingo card. Starting some parties and a record label in 2025 was not on the bingo card, but it happened. I'm glad it did, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we take it. So, but yeah, I think that's it. I'll be here in the next few days, and I plan to stream a few times a week. But yeah, next time you'll see me, we'll be cooking up some beats. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace out. Hopefully we have some guests in here when we stream again. But other than that, I'll see y'all soon. Peace out. Adios. Later. Hasta la vista, baby.